Welcome, lovely people. So, I've been gone for a little while, but it's finally Christmas break, so I'm done with all my classes until January, which is so exciting. You don't even realize how exciting that was. It still feels like I have to study, and I really don't. So it's a crazy feeling. But I know as soon as I get to January, I have to start studying again, and it's not gonna be fun. But I have a couple updates for you. Went antiquing recently, read some more books, and got some more art things done, and got some art supplies. So I'm really excited to have you join with me today. So first, we're gonna talk about the books I've recently read. So let me get them real quick. So I have recently read these two books. I definitely approve. If you are on my Goodreads, you know that I only gave these two 4 stars. Just because I have books I've read that have been more of a wow to me, and these aren't bad books. For a book to get 5 stars, it's really hard. And probably that's for anyone really. So yeah, so this one, Sphere, my mom recommended this to me because she really likes like thriller slash like sci-fi kind of books. And this one was pretty good. I feel like it was very slow in the beginning, but I mean, it was the easy read, and it got really interesting in like the second half. Once you got halfway through, it was like, okay, I can't put this book down. I was mostly listening this to on an audiobook while I was knitting, and I felt that was so much better. And the guy that was doing the audiobook, he had like little sound effects, and it was so good. I really think the audiobook for this book is really good, especially if you're like knitting or crocheting or doing something artsy. It's pretty great. I do recommend this book, and it is a best-selling author, but it wasn't my favorite. And sci-fi is always not my favorite genre, but it's still a good read sometimes. The other book I read, it's a series. It's the Shard Lake series, whatever. I had the 7th, and I didn't realize I had the 7th. Cause I didn't read the 7th. I just had it on my thing. I was like, wait, I don't even have the 1st. Why do I have the 7th? So I bought the 1st. And I do really like the series so far. It had me intrigued when I first opened the book, and it kept me intrigued. There's some slow parts, but it was a pretty good book. I actually read this whole thing. I didn't use audiobook or anything. I definitely recommend, but I did give it 4 stars because there's some slow parts, and some parts I was like, okay, you're really just longing this out. Like, you really could just get to the point. But it was a really good book. I really did like it. I would definitely read the second. I'm gonna read the second after I'm reading the book I'm reading now, just to change it up a little bit. But I really do like it. I really do recommend. And I don't know if I told you about the other book I finished. Let me see. So let me talk about this first book first, and then we'll talk about the book I'm reading now. So I don't know if I told you about the book I was reading, Frankenstein. I was also reading that one. I got really into reading, and I was just like, let me just read so many books at once. Don't do it. If you have time to read so many books at once, it's perfectly fine. But as someone that's in like all these college classes and has so many extracurricular things that she needs to do, you don't need to do it. But I did it at one point, and now I'm reading one book at a time. I do like this book. Again, I didn't really like the ending. I mean, the ending suited the book. This is a classic, by the way. Frankenstein's by Mary Shelley. It's the original of her book. And I do really like it. Good classic, good, old-time horror. But still was my favorite. I do really like it. I do recommend reading it. And it was interesting. I think also what made me 4 stars instead of 5 stars is I hated like all the characters. I literally like despise like all the characters. All the characters were just making me mad. And I think it's because it depicts like her life, like how Victor Frankenstein depicts her, like her lover, and just like it just, you know, if you watch the Mary Shelley movie, you would understand this book more. So I definitely recommend watching the movie before you read the book. But whatever. And also the Frankenstein series is out on Netflix, I think. I don't know what's on. I haven't watched it. I heard it's the closest thing to this book, but I would still say that it's not completely accurate to the book. It has extra things, as I've heard. So, but you know, it's okay. The book I'm reading right now is Into the Water. One of my coworkers recommended it to me, and I also read The Girl on the Train, and I loved that book. It was a great book. It was one of Paul Hawkins' like first books, I think. So I was like, why not try her second? I really like the cover. It's just so pretty. So I'm really excited. It's a slow burner, I've heard. I also heard there's a lot of characters, and I'm only like 40 pages in so far. I'm not that far in because I just got it. But it's already switched between like 5 different characters in the first 40 pages, so it's a little hard to get into. And that's why I've heard about this book. It's a little hard to get into because there's so many characters. But I'm excited. I'm excited to read this book, and to see what it's about. And see if I want to read more of her books. But yeah, I'm really excited. I also would really love to read The Girl on the Train again, because I did read that online. I never actually got the physical copy, so I would love to experience the physical copy of The Girl on the Train, and put it on my bookshelf, because I'm trying to read more books and stuff. But I'm hoping for Christmas, my family members got me some books, because I'm super excited. And I love having physical copies of books. It just feels so much better. It gets me off my phone. Because even if I'm listening to audio, I'm still on my phone. And so just completely getting off my phone. I put my phone in another room. It's just so much better. So let me put this back, and then let me show you the next thing I've been up to. Up to some knitting. I've actually gotten a lot done so far. I'm making a sweater, obviously. Have you seen one of those famous, like the moon and the stars? It's normally black. I couldn't find that yarn in black, so I got blue, and I'm making like my own version of it, to make it more unique, you know, because if I just wanted the original, I would just buy it. You know, it's basically the same price as making it. But yeah, I'm super excited to have it finished for the winter. I definitely have a lot more to go. But I'm hoping over Christmas break I can get it done. Also, I told you I went antiquing. I got 2 things whenever I went antiquing. 2. And then recently, some of the grandma got me another one. So I'm super excited to show you. So I got a Tiffany lamp and a 1973 telephone, and I really want to get one of those like little plug-in things, so when it connects Bluetooth to your phone, so it rings and I just be like, hello. That would be so exciting, like so exciting. Okay, so I really don't want to pick it up and bring it over here to show you, so I'm putting like a little clip. So first, I'll be right here so you can see it. First is the green one, the dragonfly one, with I love the base of this one. It's so pretty. This is the first one I got. I got it for like $60 from an antique shop. Really good steal, really good. It was so pretty. I saw it and I was like, I need one. And most of my lamps, like I have like a hurricane lamp, which is like a vintage little lamp. So I already really like vintage lamps. I really wanted a Tiffany one, and I found one, and I was like, I need it. And then I went to the antique shop at the same antique shop. I was with my friend, and I saw this telephone, and I've been wanting one. They're cute. They're cute little decoration, and I wanted to use it. So I was like, this one's pretty cute. It has a little gold to it, little flowers, And again, it'll be right here to show. But yeah, it's so cute. I have to buy the little connector thing so I can hook up to my phone. But I'm so excited. And then one of my mom's coworkers, because we're painting her chicken coop, like little butterflies and flowers in her chicken coop. And my mom was at her house, and she was just showing her in her house. And then she just like, yeah, I just have this Tiffany lamp that I just want to get rid of. And so my mom was like, my daughter loves Tiffany lamps. So she got it for me. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And I got them for free. So super exciting. I have 2 Tiffany lamps now and a telephone. It's so awesome. I actually love it. I don't think I have any other updates towards antique stuff I've gotten recently. But I have moved some things around. I've recently gotten oil paint. I've been experimenting with oil paint. I really love it. I really recommend it. Yeah. So I didn't even tell you what we're doing today. So today we are doing our, actually no I did. You know, I just been yapping here and I'm not even telling you. We're just gonna get to the video. So I realized I actually didn't tell you what we're doing today or show you what we're doing today. So I am actually going to finish my jean bag I was making out of jeans. This is not the good side, or I don't know what's the good side. Anyways, it's kind of flat because it's been sitting in my closet. So my closet door is open right now. It's really cute. It has little pockets on the side, but I really need to fix. Okay, excuse you, Breeze. Sorry, my dog hit my camera thing. Yeah, I need to fix these because I didn't attach them properly. I thought I was, and I wasn't. So, yay! Hey, child. Keeps. Ignore him. He's almost 16 years old, so. But yeah, so I'm just gonna finish this and then add the strap to it, and then I'll finally have a jean bag. I'm super excited. I use my mom's old jeans, so yes. Another thing I want to finish sewing is I want to sew a jean vest. I'm really just recycling jeans right now, so yeah. And then I want to do some oil painting because girl has to finish her oil painting for school. I think I can, let me see if I can show you. Actually, you can't see it. It's like, where even is it? It's like right over there. You can't even see it. Well, let me just go get it, okay? Like, close this. Probably why I can't see it. Because, yeah. So, I'm not done, by the way. Like, I hate the mushrooms, so we don't look at the mushrooms. But, also, if you're wondering why this is right here, my dog, and my big dog, Athena, decided to go rambunctious in my room. And you see I have a lot of stuff. And she just jumping around, put a hole in my canvas. Anyways, so yeah. I don't like the mushrooms. I'm fixing the mushrooms. The lighting's weird. But yeah, this is it so far. I have a lot to do. I gotta fix the mushrooms. I gotta paint the background. But this is oil paint. I really like it. I also need to finish this one. I was working on skin tones because I'm really good at skin tones with color pencil, but I'm really don't do skin tones with paint. So I'm working on skin tones. I hate these skin tones. They're too pinkish. And the hands are terrible. So we don't look at the hands at all. But yeah, so I really just need to fix all this area and that, and then do the rest because girl needs to be finished. She's taking forever on her paintings. So yeah, and then she is way up there, so it's really hard to show you. Okay, well, I just dropped out my phone. Anyways, I'll put a picture in. I just love putting pictures in. I really recently just did a color pencil. Like my friend as a reference. So I'm really excited. It's for my art and design portfolio for college. So yeah, I gotta finish that. So yeah, I think that's it. Now I think we can get started. So first we're going to seam rip where I messed up on attaching the loops to the actual purse. What happened is I just didn't go far enough into the purse, but it's okay. You know, when you sew, you make mistakes, and it's just a learning process. I'm not a pro at sewing yet. I'm very much a newbie. I think, what have I made? I made a couple of bags. What have I made? I made a skirt. I made a shirt or so. I actually made 2 skirts. I made a lanyard. I haven't made much, really. I've sewed my mom's curtains. So, I'm no pro. This is not a tutorial, by the way. Just a person fixing her bag because she messed up the first time she was sewing it. What happened was, okay, so I was like, oh, I'm bored. I'm gonna do something creative. So I was like, I'm going to sew my bag. Sew a bag, you know, from jeans, whatever. And so I looked up a thing. I was like, oh, this is a great tutorial. I love this tutorial. I realized I didn't have everything I needed. So I was like, I already pulled everything out. I already started cutting up the jeans. And so I'm like, I can't not go get the materials. So the next day, I went to go get the materials. And then while I got the materials, spent like $50 because I also got yarn for knitting because I was like, why not? I'm already at Hobby Lobby. So I did that, and then I didn't get to finish because I still had other stuff to do that day. So I started working on it, and then so it took 3 days just to get as far as I did because I wasn't working on it like steadily. I was working on it for a couple hours and then I'd pause whenever. But it was just like, bro, it's so annoying. Anyways, get all this extra yarn off. Okay, so I think we're good now. I think we can. So I just have to put my sewing machine. I just have to put on my yarn, my thread into the needle. I already have thread on my bobbin, so we should be good. And then I can get this fixed. I do have to put it inside out first. Don't forget to do that. Yeah, so we're gonna try to see how far we can get into this. I might not start making the vested. That might be a later project in my sewing, but not my sewing, my break. The words aren't wording. Okay, now this is inside out. I have to put this in here and sew it. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna pause real quick, get everything all pressed up, and then right back. So I just remembered something very important from last time because I haven't done this in a while. This project's been sitting in my closet for like a while now. That I have to hand sew this part because it's so thick. It's like 4 layers of jean, And if you've never done sewing before, that does not work. Unless you have a really good needle and a sewing machine. From my experience, it doesn't work. It's just too thick to put under the sewing machine, so I like to hand sew it too. Probably, and that's why I did it wrong last time, because I was, okay, I need to focus. Tie knot. There, finally. I need to hand sew it last time. So, you can't see it. I'm using red just because I'm getting low and white. You're not going to see the thread whenever I actually sew it, so I'm just not worrying about it. And hopefully I actually do this right this time, because if I don't, I'm actually going to be very upset. Because this is not easy. So, yes. I think in the video that I watched, the lady did not hand sew it, but it's honestly just easier for me if I do. So, that's what I'm doing. For my plans over Christmas break, I really just plan on doing art stuff, catching up on that, working up on some more scholarships, because school is not cheap. Do that right now. I almost have a full ride, but when you go to a really expensive school, it's really hard to get a full ride, because no really school gets a full ride anymore, which sucks, not gonna lie. But what can you do? But yeah, school is just really crazy right now. My classes were really hard this year, but you do what you gotta do. Let's do that. Oops. Okay. But yeah, I plan on working on this, my vest, finishing my knitting project, finishing my paintings, reading my book. As far as what I asked for Christmas, because I'm sure some of you are wondering, you probably realized by now, I really like vintage stuff, and just so I asked for some vintage clothes and a record player, where you can just play music on your phone, but it's more of the vibe, you know? It's the vibe I like better, and that's just that. So, it's all about the vibe. Okay, I think it might be better this time. We'll see. I'm hoping it is. If I'm struggling to put this through, then I know my sewing machine is gonna struggle to put this through. How thick this is. Okay, I'm gonna head and sew it off. I'm gonna go over it one more time, because I'm gonna mad without it, and it's not good. So, I had to go off camera because it was just too tedious, and I just couldn't do it on camera. So, we finally got it fixed. Ignore the little strings right there, I have to cut them. But it's fixed, it looks like that. It's not most professional, because the way they do this bag, it's cute, but it's not my favorite. So, but yeah, I did both sides. Looks cute. Now I'm just gonna make the strap. And it's annoying because you have to like flip it in and out. So like you have to like leave a part open to keep flipping in and out, and then you have to sew it closed. So I'm gonna sew this part better. So we're gonna ignore that part. But yeah, so we have like the inside of the bag. It's hard to show you. Let me move the outside. So cute. So we're gonna make the strap now. I might do it later because this took me a second because I kept having to restring. So yeah, I don't know what I want to do next, but I think we're going to do like a part 2. So like stay tuned for the next video because that will have all the oil painting in it and finish sewing this. But I've already been filming for like a couple hours now. So please watch part 2 of this video. There will be another video coming out soon. I will be finishing this bag and sewing. This video is already 30 minutes long, so I'm just gonna split it up because it's already around lunchtime and this is gonna take a long time. This is gonna be a long video. So this will be like a little series, you know, what I do over my Christmas break. And it's just day 1. So I'm really excited to show y'all my Christmas break. So please like and subscribe and comment to the next video. Thank you and bye.